Hello guys and welcome back to the video. Today we are going to be talking about all the vegan proteins that I have tried and basically giving you insight on what they taste like. By the way, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. So let's get started. I've tried so many vegan products on the market because I cannot have dairy. I'm going to be rating these proteins in terms of taste, texture, macro content, and price. So here we go. The first vegan protein that we are going to be talking about is the Redcon Green Beret Vegan Protein. So I have tried the vanilla, I have tried the chocolate, and I've tried the peanut butter version of this brand. In terms of the flavors, I'm going to say the vanilla is a solid, I would say like 8.5 out of 10. I really like the vanilla. Chocolate was like a 7 out of 10. Wasn't the biggest fan of their chocolate. And then peanut butter was a 6 out of 10. Just, it was very rich in peanut butter. In terms of texture for this entire brand, I'm gonna give it a solid like 8 out of 10, just because it does taste a little bit gritty sometimes, or like, I can't describe it, like earthy. That's probably the best way I can describe it, earthy. And in terms of the macro content, I'll put it right here. Pretty solid. It's a little bit high in carbs in my opinion, especially since I usually do 1.5 scoops to 2 scoops. So that adds up. It ends up being 14 grams of carbs. So Redcon Protein, vegan protein, is approximately $45 for 2.28 pounds. I would say this overall brand, I would rate solid like 8.5 out of 10. For the next brand that I want to talk about is Ghost Protein. So I have this empty Ghost container that I finished. It is the coconut ice cream flavor. I have tried 3 of their vegan protein flavors and some of their whey before when I could have it. I've tried coconut ice cream, I tried their peanut butter cereal milk, and I believe I tried their chocolate cereal milk. So in terms of flavor, I'm going to give the coconut ice cream one a 10 out of 10. It is my favorite flavor. It's the new one. I've been waiting for it because they did release this in the whey protein, but I was waiting for them to release it in the vegan, and of course when they did, I had to buy it, and it is just as great as I thought it would be. Their peanut butter, I would probably give a solid like 7 or 8 out of 10 in terms of flavor, because it was really good. It wasn't too rich in protein, but I just don't really like tasting just straight like peanut butter protein. I bet it would taste really good with the chocolate, which would be a really good thing to try in the future. But their chocolate milk, or I believe it was their chocolate cereal milk that I had, I would give a solid 8 out of 10, because I just really loved it. It tastes like chocolate milk. But again, I'm not a big chocolate fan in terms of just straight chocolate, so maybe mixing that and the peanut butter would have been better together. In terms of overall texture for Ghost, out of any protein that I've ever had, Ghost has the very best, like the best texture that I've had. Now, in terms of price, Ghost protein is a little bit more expensive than Redcon because it only does come with 2 pounds, but it is, and it's the same price, so $45. But I believe if you get the discount with the code, actually with the code I think you save on shipping, so it ends up being $45. So I'm not sure what deals Redcon has, but it ends up being the same price as the actual protein because you're not paying for shipping in terms of Ghost. So Ghost, I would give a 9.5 out of 10. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but to me, how well it blends, it's worth the cost of it. A lot of people say it's overhyped. I disagree. I am the biggest person to, or I'm one of the first people to say when something is overhyped. Like, in my opinion, I'm not a fan of Alani Nu. I think it is overhyped, especially for the price, in my opinion personally. But to me, Ghost is not overpriced, or I'm sorry, overhyped. So that's just my opinion, not a fact, because I know some people will come from my life.
You're canceled.
The next brand that I've tried before is Owyn, O-W-Y-N. So Owen has all these different flavors. They have vanilla, they have dark chocolate, they have cookies and cream-less, I think it's called. And then they have strawberry banana. I have tried all but strawberry banana because I'm not a big fan of banana. But in terms of flavor, I would say the dark chocolate and the cookies and cream-less are my favorite, because it tastes really good. I don't know, I like the flavors. The vanilla's average, not the biggest fan of the vanilla, but I do like putting the vanilla with my smoothies, and it blends really well. So they come in a protein powder form, but they also come in a shake form as well. So it's already pre-made. The pre-made shakes I would give them probably a 9 out of 10 because it blends really, really well. But when you shake it up yourself, I would say it's probably a 6 or 7 out of 10, just because to me it doesn't taste the exact same as it would when it comes prepackaged. But that's just me personally. In terms of the content, nutrition content, the vanilla, I'm gonna choose the vanilla as an example. It's 2 scoops for 1 serving. It is 140 calories for 2 scoops, which is considered 1 serving, 3 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of protein. So all of these across the board have had the same protein content, just differing in terms of fats and carbs. Now, the kicker with this one though, with Owen, is it depends on where you honestly get it. So sometimes I get it from Wegmans when I go, but if you order it also on their website, it varies, it depends on the price. So it can be anywhere from $24 to $28 for 1 container. 1 container is 1 pound. So I would give the overall brand like probably a solid like 8 out of 10. So the next protein is Vega. So that's another big brand that a lot of people like. They have different protein types. So they have their regular and then they have their sport. I've tried both, but I'm going to speak on the sport because it's a little bit higher in protein content. So I have tried their chocolate. I think I've tried their coffee one as well, and their coffee one's pretty good, but I would say the chocolate one is, I would give it probably a solid 7 out of 10. In terms of taste, texture, I'm gonna give this one a solid like 6 out of 10, maybe even a 5. Only reason being is it is very, very earthy, very earthy. I think you can very much taste the plant-based taste that a lot of people complain about. Not the biggest fan of that, but it does do the job in terms of protein. So in terms of the protein content, so for this container has 20 servings. It looks like it is a pound. So they sell it in a pound. And for 1 pound of Vega Protein, 1 pound, it is $44.99. So that is the same price as the Ghost Protein for a pound less. Not a huge fan of the price. But in terms of the nutrition content, for 1 scoop, it is 150 calories, 3 grams of fat, 4 carbs, and 30 grams of protein. Now, yes, it is more protein per serving. So is that worth the cost? Maybe. But if you are kind of more into the taste, like Jack! This freaking dog. Kind of depends on your taste buds. I'm really big into taste. Like I like things tasting good. So like I'm tolerable of a lot of things, but I personally stopped buying that just because I was getting sick. Because having protein every day, like protein shakes is just like too much. So I would give this brand a solid like 7 out of 10 because yes, it is a higher protein content, but in terms of taste, was not a huge fan. So the final and last protein powder that I have tried is the Aloha Protein powder. To be transparent with you, well, I couldn't even finish it. This was also a few years ago and it was their vanilla flavor, so I haven't tried their other flavors to be completely fair. So for 1 container is 1 pound. So for 1 pound of this protein, it is about $30. So. It is 2 scoops per serving, 130 calories, 3 grams of fat, 9 grams of carbs, and only 18 grams of protein. So in my personal opinion, if you're going really, really clean with your ingredients, this might be a better protein for you. But it's kind of high in carbs in my opinion, and it's 2 grams lower than the other proteins. Texture was like a 5 out of 10. Taste was like a 4 out of 10. And in terms of cost, I'm gonna give it maybe like a 7 out of 10. So that's just my personal opinion on some of these proteins. Let me know which ones you guys have tried because I am totally down to trying new ones. Kind of give options for clients or for you guys as well. So if you have ones that you've tried that you loved or didn't love, comment below. I would love to hear them. So other than that, that is what I have to say about this video. And if you guys liked it, like I said, give it a thumbs up. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Nice to know ya, let's do it again.